The number of confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Australia has risen.
This is the latest in the situation. Health authorities in Queensland have confirmed the state's first case. It's a 44-year-old Chinese national who is in isolation in the Gold Coast University Hospital. A second case of coronavirus has also been confirmed now in Victoria.
That brings the national total to 7. The other 4 cases are from New South Wales. Chinese authorities have revealed that the virus has infected nearly 6,000 people and killed at least 132. In Melbourne, there's a desperate search underway for people who dined in a restaurant in Glen Waverley on Sunday. It was revealed that a man ate there before his case of the virus was detected.
So let's go live now to Patrick Murrell, who joins us live now from Melbourne. Pat, the restaurant has been closed as a precaution.
Yeah, that's right, Pete. The health department says the risk of transmission is low, but the owners here certainly aren't taking any chances. And the House of Delights Chinese restaurant here in Glen Waverley has been closed until the 9th of February. This is after a man who was later found to have coronavirus dined here on Sunday. He arrived back from China after travelling to Wuhan, but 2 days after he got back to Australia, he tested positive for coronavirus. Before that, though, on Sunday, he did eat here between the hours of 5:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. There is a fear that those dining at the same time may have been exposed to coronavirus as well. And so the health department is desperately searching for them as a precaution to monitor them, even though they say the actual risk of transmission is low. Now, this man in his 60s was treated at the Monash Medical Centre. He was cleared and sent home to spend in isolation for at least 2 weeks. The health department is also monitoring those he's had close contact with, including 2 young children.
Pat Murrell live for us in Melbourne this morning. Pat, thank you. Meanwhile, a 44-year-old Chinese national has been confirmed as Queensland's first case of coronavirus. Live now to Anna Rawlings. She's in Brisbane for us. Anna, do we know of the man's condition?
Queensland health authorities say that he's in a stable condition. This man is in the Gold Coast University Hospital and he was taken there yesterday. They say he was from the city of Wuhan and he is currently in isolation there at the hospital. Now, that was the news of Queensland's first confirmed case, and it came just hours after it was revealed that the Chinese women's soccer team was put in isolation in a Brisbane hotel. That's because the Women's Olympic Football Tournament qualifiers that were supposed to be held in China were then moved to Australia because of the coronavirus threat. As a result, that team came here to play and then they were put into isolation. Now, the Queensland health authorities say they are working with the hotel where those women are located. There's 32 players and staff involved. They say they're working with the hotel, with that team, and also with guests of the hotel to manage the situation.
Anna, thank you. Unprecedented plans are being put in motion as we speak to evacuate Australians stranded in the epicentre of the coronavirus outbreak.
As many as 600 citizens registered as trapped in Wuhan will be sent to a new quarantine centre on Christmas Island.
The National Security Committee of Cabinet has hatched a plan to rescue hundreds of Australians stranded in Hubei province. They'll be loaded onto a Qantas jet in Wuhan and flown to Christmas Island if all goes to plan.
We cannot give a guarantee that this operation is able to succeed.
The nation's most vulnerable will be given priority.
This will be done on a last-in, first-out basis. What that means is we're working with the community that has been identified there. For those who have been there who do not have an established support infrastructure in where they're living.
Evacuees will be quarantined at Christmas Island for up to 14 days, but it could be longer, depending on advice from medical authorities. The operation will be a joint mission with New Zealand. Prime Minister Ardern saying, "We have confirmed that we will work together on a joint ANZAC-assisted departure of Australians and New Zealanders from Wuhan." The Department of Foreign Affairs has upgraded its advice for China to reconsider all travel. Residents are advised to avoid Hubei province altogether. This as the first case of human-to-human transmission is recorded in Europe.
We are convening an urgent meeting of all of our expert groups this afternoon to reconsider whether our medical advice should be changed.
The Morrison government is also releasing up to 1 million face masks to the general public. A supply of 21.5 million will be made available if required. Charlotte Mortlock, Sky News Sydney.